is really, let's say every day they are actually taking out the trash or shoveling the snow, whatever it is that you want them to do, how you will feel in the body with that partner, that feeling that you get, it builds momentum. So whether it's happening in real life or whether you are creating it this way through this meditation that we did, the body doesn't know the difference. So it's going to build that momentum. It's going to build those energetic connections. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Shruti Vashisht. And today we're going to be speaking about how you can change, how you can get your partner to do anything that you want. And we're not going to be using witch magic or anything like this. It's more about creating an open space for them to step into. However, we will be working internally, and I'll explain how. But you will be able to do this in a way, change the actions of your partner in a way that you don't need to control them or you don't need to nag them. So there's no need for any of that, because often, when we've been with a partner, especially, if we've been with a partner for a while, and we're really set in certain patterns, or we have certain expectations from them, like we've seen them not show up for certain things that we wanted, then our beliefs kind of get cemented with that, and so we will sort of expect them to sort of fail, and our reactions will be according to that. So we'll either start nagging them in order to push them to do something, or we'll start to control them, telling them what to do, etc., or underhanded control in some way. But if you'd like to hear about how you can get your partner to do anything that you want, then please keep watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because I make videos like this all the time. And I would like to tell you that I have this free mini course that's there. It's called Manifest Soulmate Love. So you can find that below this video. You can also find a course that is available for purchase that is really very detailed. It's a 30-day course. And it's very detailed. It's called Manifest Soulmate Relationships, where you can use it to turn any relationship you have into a soulmate one, or manifest a new relationship that is going to be the most ideal, perfect match that you've ever experienced, because you're working with those soul values and you're drawing in soulmate relationships, so the most fulfilling relationships of your life. And finally, also, I have private sessions. So if you have some concerns that are, very specific to you, and you would like to work with me personally, I help people to manifest anything. It's not only relationships, but so check out all of those things below this video. Okay, so now we can move into the subject, which is about how to get your partner to do anything. And I have some notes here, so I'm going to be looking at that. So the first thing is that to understand is that our internal world, the way that we work internally when it comes to manifesting, is way more powerful than the outer. And why that is that because anything that you see in your outer reality is that you're actually creating it through what you are experiencing inside of you. So the outer reality is just a projection. The remote control is inside of you. And it has to do with your heart center, with your body, with your feelings. And so when we actually change something here, that means that our outer reality can shift, and you won't believe to what degree this can happen until you really try it out. And often we don't see, we're not able to connect the two, because we're not that connected to our body these days. We don't live in a way that we're connected to the body. We're very connected to the lower mind and the busy mind. We're not so connected to our body awareness. And B, when these changes do land, whatever we are manifesting, it happens in such a seamless process. It's such a natural, seamless process, gradual and so flawless, that we're not able to make that connection that, this was the first step, that was the next step, then this lined up, then that. Often we're not able to see this because it's not that stark. It's just so gradual, graceful and flowing. It happens in just the most natural flowing way. You see, it's like this natural unfoldment that is so graceful. But when we really do try, like if you think back and you think about how you manifested something, you will see the actual steps, the way that it lined up. We are able to do that. But anyway, my point of telling you this is that whatever you are creating internally, that has to manifest in your outer reality. This is just it's universal law. You are the creator of your own reality. So when it comes to other people though, it's not that we are trying to change, like influence their free will, let's say, but it's that you are creating a space of love, and love is the highest vibration. It's the vibration that everybody is. Everything in existence is made of love, is made of that universal energy. And these days we don't live in that energy. So when you align with it, you become this really powerful presence that is so seductive almost. It's like you're just so irresistible. And it's very hard when another person feels that from you to not step into it, to not embrace it, especially because you make it really easy and effortless for them. You take out all of the baggage that your relationship has had, and you present this beautiful side of you, of your heart. It's kind of irresistible, people will want to experience love. This is all we ever want, whatever we're wanting, money, relationships, anything that we want in our life is actually made of love, because everything is made of that universal energy. So if all of life is wanting to experience love, and you show up as love, you are that beautiful magnet, and there's going to be very little that it's almost like the other person will have no free will when they're standing in front of you, because you have lined up with that highest will that is the highest for yourself and the other person. You lined up with that reality, and so it's almost like they'll be drawn to it, So that is the introduction that I wanted to give you. Now I'll give you some examples as to how you can do this practically. So let's see if there's anything else I want to say before that. Just know that your internal reality is more powerful than your outer reality, because we begin the first process of manifestation and changing begins within. So that is the most important reality to begin with. Later on it might shift, but to begin with, and when it comes to changing things, internal reality is much more powerful for that reason, because we work here first. It's the remote control. Okay, so now let's work with an example. So let's say because we're speaking about you want to get your partner to do something that they haven't been doing. So let's take an example of let's say chores, because chores are something that many people don't like to do, right? Like it's one of those things that we sort of avoid, but they have to get done. So let's say that your partner is not showing up and doing the chores, and you've asked them before, and all of that has happened, but it just doesn't happen. So or it's not to the degree that you would like, and they're not really showing up with it. So instead of getting angry at them, because what also happens, another thing that I want to tell you is that if you are expecting somebody to fail, I do understand that people may have failed you, like they promised something and then they didn't show up. But the only reason that you are experiencing people in your reality as not showing up for you, as not fulfilling their promises, as not taking care of you, or regarding your feelings, whatever it is you're feeling that they're not giving you, the only reason you're experiencing that feeling is because you had that expectation. Is that a part of you feels that way, that I will not be taken care of, or people don't show up for me, I have to do everything myself. So all of these beliefs, somewhere they're running inside of you, inside of your body, and it may not have even begun with this current partner that you have. It may be something that you had from childhood, that you picked up. But we were not going to go too much into detail in this video. I have other videos about inner child healing and stuff like that, so you can check them out. I'll try and link them up there in the card section. So the first thing to realize is to take that responsibility that I don't care who is doing what in your life to you, but if you are experiencing some negativity, the main reason that you are experiencing what they are doing, if they are in integrity or not, all of that is their own responsibility. You see, they have to live with that also. When you are not in integrity, you're not showing up for yourself or other people, there's this guilt inside of you. They might not be showing it, they might act like the most chill person, but it lives inside of you, you see. So they have to live with that, they have to deal with it. So that is their own responsibility to deal with that and what they do with it. But what you experience in your own body is your responsibility and your responsibility only. But the good news is that you can change it from within your body, and then it shifts in the outer. So for that, you can the first step is to do some self-love practices, some inner child practices. And again, I'll link it up. I've made some videos on inner child healing. So you can try that yourself. For example, if you find out that what you want from your partner is for them to show up for you, then the first step is to sort of figure out that part of you that feels like people don't show up for me, that felt abandoned, and work from there. So that's the first step. But the second step is what I'm going to give you in this video, which is sort of like changing the concept of your partner too, and the expectation you have from them. So when it comes to that, so using this example of chores, let's say your partner is not doing the chores that were discussed, whatever they might be. I want you to take a deep breath and go into your heart and open your heart to your partner. You can feel them in front of you, let's see, or you can, if you're a visual person, you can imagine them. But the main thing is to feel them there, that they are here in front of you. You open your heart to them, so you breathe into your heart. And you open your heart to them, you see, and you embrace them with a fully open heart as they are now. It's fine. Everybody has flaws. Everybody's growing, and you fully accept them now, and you see them as they are. You love them as they are. And I want you to start to feel that connection between your partner and you. Keep your eyes closed. You can feel this. I want you to feel that connection, that cord of love, of pure love, with no manipulations, that exists between your heart and theirs. When you radiate love from your heart to theirs, they will feel it and they will melt in it. So I want you to feel, my partner wants to see me happy. Really feel it. My partner does. They don't know how to do it, they might not be perfect, but deep down they want to see me happy. Deep down they want to feel useful. They want to feel respected for their actions as well. And I can see that they're starting to feel this. They're starting to feel that I'm open to them, I love them, I fully love them. And feel this as you say it. Don't say anything that you're not authentically feeling. I'm giving you an example in this exercise, but you can sort of create it on your own with your own words later. And so the key thing is to say those things that you do believe. So they can be small things. They don't have to be big, grand changes that you expect from your partner. You can have small ones to begin with, believable ones. So for example, you can say something like, I'm starting to see how they can see that I do accept them and I love them exactly for who they are. And they're feeling it, they're feeling that love, and they're feeling that connection of love with me. And they want to also reciprocate that love. They want to see me happy. And more than that, they want to be true to themselves. They want to feel useful, they want to provide, they want to give to me, they want to take certain actions for me. And then, just feel your partner actually transforming and changing, and how they're doing that, how they're feeling that more than anything else. And just like this, you bring in, small statements. you don't have to go straight to that. They let's say every day they get up at 7 a.m. and they go out and they shovel the snow before we go to work, if that is too big a thing and they haven't done it in the past. But you're starting with something small, like they're beginning to see that they love me and they want to make me happy, so they want to show up for me, they want to contribute in a small way. So they go out and they do this action for me. They come back and I tell them, they surprise me and I'm so surprised. I love being surprised by my partner. So I want you to feel this in your heart. I love being surprised by my partner when my partner shows me how much they love me. And I'm so pleasantly surprised. I'm open to being surprised. And I receive them, I shower them with adoration, with compliments that they do this for me, that they have done this for me, how it made me feel. I tell them all about it. It made me feel so loved, so received, like I was heard, like I was respected. It made me feel all of those things. And I tell them just how much I love them, how much I respect them, and how it made me feel. So you have to tell your partner how it made you feel, because if it made you feel this joy, or it made you feel received, it made you feel loved, they need to hear that, and that is what will give them the impetus to show up with it the next time. So you can open your eyes now, and this is how we do it. First we want to feel it here. The thing is that our body doesn't know the difference. If your partner is really, let's say every day they are actually taking out the trash or shoveling the snow, whatever it is that you want them to do, how you will feel in the body with that partner, that feeling that you get, that will influence your dynamic and the love that you see from them. It builds momentum. So whether it's happening in real life or whether you are creating it this way through this meditation that we did, the body doesn't know the difference. So it's going to build that momentum. It's going to build those energetic connections. It's going to influence your reality, and your reality will shift. It'll create this very open reality where your partner will show up as somebody who takes a stand, somebody who is active, somebody who is responsible, or whatever it is you want from them. And then any partner that enters, whether it's a new one you're calling or the one that exists, if they are to be in a space of intimacy with you and love with you, they have to step into that, because you have so strongly created this reality and you hold this. And the thing is, the other thing I want to mention is that when you do these practices, you do them internally. You don't have to speak to your partner about it as such, but whenever you see them, because you're doing this practice on a regular basis, it's not just to be done once. So let's say you do it every day for 10 minutes, before you go to bed, or when you wake up in the morning, or whenever it suits you. And then when you meet your partner that day, you will be speaking, moving from this open-heartedness that you have created, from this expectation, new expectation that you have created. And you don't have to tell them about it even. You don't need to mention anything. But it's just they will feel it, that you're coming from a different place. You'll feel more open-heartedness. And you have to, it's not about just doing it once, you have to show up as love again and again and again first. And then one day it just really shifts and something opens up. So try it out. I don't want to keep speaking and give you more and more words, but I would encourage you to just try this, come back to this video and do this exercise many times, in order for it to gather momentum and that energy to be created. And then let me know what kind of results you got, and I would be so happy to hear in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out all of those things I talked about, my course and the free course as well. And like this video if you got some wisdom today, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.